Sports Video Group in Atlanta for our annual SVG College Summit, and wouldn't be SVG College without saying hi to Chris Taylor from Ball State. Chris, always a pleasure to see you, man. How you doing?
Thank you. It's exciting to be here. Always a great event and a highlight for our year to be at SVG College for sure.
Now, few people have a better student organization than you. You have a fantastic group that continues to churn out fantastic talent, fantastic content. You've been doing this for a while now, but is it ever lost on you what you guys have been able to build at Ball State that's so unique?
I try not to let it get lost for sure, and I think every year when you bring new students in and you have the new teams and new coaches, it's always a little rejuvenating because it's a chance to continue what has worked well, and then a chance to always, like every year, reset and try something new and different. So I think that keeps me motivated and hopefully keeps me young. So there's always something going on, as long as I can keep trying to push our students to do what we've done well and then also add new things. It's a good thing.
Yeah, you recently came back from a pretty cool trip. You talk about giving your students really cool opportunities. You traveled across the Atlantic to visit a sister university, I guess maybe they're becoming for you, in Cardiff and Wales. Tell us a little about that experience. What was that like and what was that all about?
Yeah, it's if you're looking at a program across the pond that is starting to do some really amazing things, is Cardiff Met University in Cardiff, Wales. So myself and Brad Daly just returned from a visit to Cardiff where we went on basically a site visit, met with their students, did a little teaching as much as we could, basically trying to research so that we can start a program where we take our students from Ball State overseas for an experience, their students coming to Ball State for an experience. So Joe Towns is the director at Cardiff Met and just doing some amazing stuff. And it's a great experience. Like I was meeting with a basketball recruit before I came to SVG and was telling our coach, much like they do, they tell recruits and future students that they can do hey, every 2 years you're going to have a foreign trip or something like that. And I was like, well, hey, we're trying to do that now with our program in sports. So it's really cool to see what we've done. And then obviously what SVG Europe is doing. And I'm trying to push Joe and Cardiff Met to get involved over there, and they are, thanks to you and some introductions. So it's an exciting thing.
Cool. Another exciting thing that was kind of new for you guys this year, and you are presenting about it here in the conference today. People can find out more about it at sportsvideo.org. You dipped the toe in the water in esports. We kind of polled the room, and not too many people have yet, but you guys are usually on the cutting edge of stuff. This is something that's kicking people's doors in. What's that experience been like? How different is it from traditional sports, and what do you feel you've learned in that experience?
Well, I've learned there's a large audience for it, and a large demographic and a population of engagement and audience that isn't your traditional college sports, right? So I was a little reluctant to move that way, but then after we tried it as a project and saw the returns in terms of engagement and exposing a different group to Ball State Sports Link and what we do, traditionally, has been very, very valuable for us. And I think the other thing is, as an educator and in an academic setting, you're trying to make sure you provide opportunities for your students. And obviously, as you know, and those watching know, that the esports thing is just booming in terms of the industry and then the production side of the industry. So trying to give some kids some experience in producing esports is the right thing to do. We dived in a little bit this year, and we'll tweak and make some modifications as we move forward, but it's certainly a space we think we should be in.
Sure. All right, Chris, well, always a pleasure to see you. Thanks for taking a few minutes, and thanks for being here.
Thank you, Brandon. It's awesome.
Of course. Thanks so much, and thanks for joining us here on SVG On Demand. You can find out more, including you can take a look at the presentation that Chris and Brad gave about their Rocket League experience. That's over now at sportsvideo.org.